on RC groups. This is a very amateurish video of a EDF launcher that I put together. Just going to show you very quickly. From a distance, you can see it's easily portable. Here I am going to the flying field. I've got the launcher in one hand, got the jet in the other hand. It weighs about 6 pounds. I'm going to show you how quickly it can go together. Simply put the bungee here. There's actually surgical tubing that I bought at the hardware store. Tension it up. Put the foot on. And she's ready. All I have to do is pull the sled back, tie it up, and load the jet on. I'm going to do a quick walk around of the launcher. So I've been threatening to build this thing for a while now, but necessity came because my left shoulder locked up on me after an attempt at taking some kiteboarding lessons. So I decided to go ahead and build it because I cannot comfortably hand launch my plane now. It hurts. So key features of the launcher are, first of all, it's light. It weighs about 6 pounds altogether. As you can see, it's portable. Uses surgical tubing. The actual launch sled is here. You can see how it's set up underneath here. Okay, and it rides along this T-rail. It's made of oak for strength. And the sled itself is in two parts. One is the sled that actually ties to the surgical tubing. Secondly is the launch platform, which goes on with wing nuts, as you can see from underneath. And the reason for this is I can tailor the launch platform to the individual jet. So you can see that it has these teeth that the jet hooks into from underneath. And so the teeth are designed with the forward rake so that they keep the jet anchored to the platform until the sled hits the buffer at the end, and then it releases the jet. What this does is it keeps the jet straight during the launch, which is an issue that I see a lot with the bungee, the videos of the bungee launches where the plane really, first of all, the rails seem to be awfully short on those bungees, and secondly, the jet leaves the bungee it's already out of shape when it lifts off, and then it goes into a death roll. So to avoid that, this keeps the jet firmly planted until it hits, it's time to release, and the jet comes off straight. The buffer is just a piece of foam pipe insulation that I put on. I was initially concerned the launcher would beat itself up. I'm happy to say that the foam buffer works very well, and the launcher is doing just fine. Initial tension, as I have it set right now, is about 12 pounds initially, and at the end it's about 6 pounds. The challenge here was to develop a similar amount of energy to these very long bungees that you see, with many feet of cord in a short space, and so that's what we've achieved here. In the next video that I'll post up, I have a brief launch video, you can see it. This is the release mechanism here that I've put together. It's basically a large loop at one end, and at the other end is a pin that goes in to the back of the launcher here. At the very back, so when I pull the sled back with the pull ring, which is right here, it engages. I put that around my foot. When I'm ready to launch, I run the jet up to half power, and then when I'm ready to release it, I just take a step back, the pin comes out, and the jet launches, and I hit full throttle. So this is basically the whole setup. I have at the back here a small hook, which is just an angle bracket, so that I can push the launcher into the ground, prevents it really kicking back or coming back when I pull back on it. And this is something I just assembled. I've got obviously a shop in here. That's my other toy there, but I've got a saw and a bandsaw, and I was able to assemble it. But it does work pretty well. It's made with simple parts that I got at Osh. These are clothesline pulleys, plastic pulleys, and the purpose for those is to ensure that the bungee or the surgical tubing itself is stretched evenly as I pull it back. And This is really a medium setting. I could probably go higher on the tension. Again, the challenge was here to get an adequate launch speed without having such a high G-force at the beginning that it would hurt the jet. And I'm happy to say I've got a couple of about 20 launches on this right now, and it seems to work very well.